American Sniper is a memoir of its author, Chris Kyle. The book traces his life as he goes from being a normal Texas-born child to being one of the deadliest soldiers in American history. As a boy, he grew up hunting. He loved hunting, and eventually he got up and became a cowboy, breaking in horses, which was one of his dreams, actually. He would love to continue. But then he broke his arm, so he stopped that, and this will come into play later. Then he went to college, where halfway through he decided that he wanted to get out, and he tried to join the Navy, but they actually rejected him because he had pins in his arm. And so, defeated, he went back, became a rancher, as well as a college, I guess, he was a college kid. He was studying normal. Then he got a call back from the Navy saying, hey, we need you. So he went over. He went to BUD/S, which is the basic training for SEALs. He met his wife, Taya, there, well, his future wife anyways. And from there he graduated, one of the select few. It's one of the hardest schools to get past. And he was soon deployed in the initial invasion of Iraq in 2003. He took part of the push in the capture of Baghdad with minimum losses. It was a great time for him. And this is when problems started arising in his marriage, which is a large part of the book. The dynamic is there. You can see Taya's side a lot of the time, and this is where you can see the struggles between him and his belief that his country comes first, and Taya's belief that the family comes first. And this is a theme that keeps on going on in the book. And Taya was always growing impatient because he was away, and he had a toddler to take care of, which he wasn't there. So that's one of the main aspects of the book. And then he got deployed again, this time to Fallujah, where he started off as a sniper after going through sniper school. And he was covering the advances of Marines. They did relatively well, and then he started amassing a lot of sniper kills, ranging from insurgents to IEDs being planted, and even those attacking soldiers directly. After a while, he gets sent back to Baghdad to watch over the building of a wall. It's a big dividing wall between the two halves of the city, where they're always under fire, and 40 insurgents at a time would attack. He always was successful in repelling those attacks. And then after that, he got sent back home, stayed there a little while, then went back to Ramadi, where he was so prolific in the amount of insurgents that he killed that he was called Al-Shaytan Ramadi, which is the devil of Ramadi. That's how many people he killed. And then he actually got his 100 and 101st kills there, which is crazy. That's a huge milestone for a sniper. And on his final deployment, he was sent to Sadr City, where he took part in enforcing the new laws and protecting Marines. And that was pretty much the last part of his deployment. Sadly, he lost 2 men in that deployment, one of his best friends, Biggles, Ryan Job, and also a senior soldier in the Navy SEAL. So that was a big blow to him, and after that he started winding down. Went back to his now happy wife, got out of the military, and started a retreat for disabled veterans. So American Sniper was a book made to inform the public about the actions of the Army, actually all the branches of the military, but most importantly, to inform them about the secret of Navy SEALs and to show what really happened during Iraq. Because Chris often stated how upset he was about the lack of support for the war, and often just the lack of knowledge about it. People just didn't really know what was going on at the time because they weren't interested. In the book he actually states, "I signed up to protect my country, and I don't choose the wars." It really shows the dynamics of Navy SEAL marriage, as I mentioned back in the summary, where Taya, his wife, always has little snippets during the book. It really captures the struggle between the two halves of a marriage, where Navy SEALs are always gone. They're always doing something to protect their country. So it's interesting to see how much they go through, because Navy SEAL divorce rates are one of the highest in the world, up to rumored to have been up to 94%. And as you go on, you realize how much strain the marriage has to go through, and how they managed to keep it the entire time is amazing. Frankly, for a couple to stay through all those hard times, it was very, I don't know, I guess you could say just impressive, I guess. And then you can realize that, wow, it's not just him, it's every soldier that has to go through. Hundreds of thousands of people. And as the book goes on and he starts amassing kills, he keeps on saying that he doesn't spend a lot of time philosophizing about killing people. He has a clear conscience about the role in war. That's exactly what he said. Why? Because he didn't see the things that he had to do as like a problem or force. It was something to defend his brothers in arms. He had to do it or else he would get killed or his friends would get killed. And the book does a very, very good job of really going over every kill that he describes and saying why it was allowed. And actually every time that a kill happens in the military, they have to confirm it, they have to say why, or else they can actually get sent to jail for murder. I didn't even realize this before. It's very interesting that they show the process. And he also was very, very good in showing the horrors of war, how heart-wrenching it can be at times, and how soldiers are really just people like you and me. They're not any different. And especially the part where he was protecting a bunch of young Marines going through 18, 19-year-olds. And the one that he was with got shot and died in his arms. He didn't even know his name. But to this day it haunts him. At the end of the book, he states that every time that he wakes up, he sometimes wakes up in cold sweats thinking about the Marine that died in his arms. And that just does very well to capture how bad war can be. And overall, this book really captured a great account of what it's like to be part of the most exclusive profession in the world. And it really showed that soldiers are still people and that they have to go through the horrors of war. Thank you.